Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Alex, I'm a PJ Golf professional. Warm welcome. Okay, let's get into this. We're all about grip today. And the request comes from Lee Bridgewood. He said, great video Alex, really enjoying the channel. I'm really struggling with the grip, in particular the security of it. Feels like I'm re-gripping at the top, causing really inconsistent strikes. Have you got any tips for this? I'm a right-handed golfer and I have a little bit of arthritis in my pinky. Okay, we have you covered. You've got to think of it this way. I say this to everybody. Your grip is the vital thing in the golf swing and the vital thing to ball striking, because think about it. It's your only point of contact with the club. Now remember, this channel is all about being powered by you, the viewers. So anything that you're worried about in your golf game, don't be scared of getting down in the comments. Let's crack on. So first things first, for Lee and whoever else is struggling with this re-gripping and maybe got a little bit of arthritis in those hands, and you know what, this time of year when it's cold, it definitely gets worse. So first thing that I would suggest is maybe thinking about thicker grips. This will help you get your hands around the golf club and maybe get some cushioned grips as well to really soften the blow and aid in how you're holding the club. Now, if you're re-gripping, and especially at that point at the top of the backswing where we're putting on that power, we can tend to lose that grip. And a good telltale sign of this is my dad's glove. This is actually not too bad for him, if we're perfectly honest. Like, there's definitely worse. A little bit of re-gripping and wearing away of the glove here and on the thumb. Not ideal. And can give us massive inconsistencies with driver and with all sorts of clubs. So the first thing I'm going to show you here, I've got my grip training aid, and I use this in my lessons just to simply get people to hold it correctly. But when we've got the club too deep in our hand here, when we're putting on power, you can see how much that's moving. When I've got it in my fingers, you can see how little that is moving. Okay, so first things first, we've got to make sure that that golf club is sat in the fingers. And a nice good marker is we shouldn't have too much of a big gap between the butt end of the club and our little pinky. It's gonna put some serious pressure in here, and especially when we're changing direction at the top. When we're looking down, you should really have a nice sort of 2.5 knuckles and both creases pointing into your right shoulder. This is how I recommend everybody to hold the golf club, because this for me gives you the best control. So nice and simple. We've got to make sure it's in the fingers, and we've got to make sure we've got enough knuckles on our glove hand. And I could recommend this because you can just sit at home and you know you got it right because of all the little imprints and the markers on this. You can also get some grips that just go on your golf clubs. Maybe a good investment on your grip, because it is of vital importance. Okay, the final part, we're going to jump down the line now, and this is all about something that you can do at the range to stop this re-gripping and get some constant pressure. Now, the final piece to this puzzle is brilliant. I absolutely love this, and I call it a little bit of a tee trick. If you think about it this way, once you've got the club in the fingers, we want to be able to make some swings where we've got a constant pressure. And I love that sort of expression. You know, I heard it from Nick Doherty saying sort of, imagine you're squeezing a tube of toothpaste. You don't want to have it open and squeeze it too hard, it's going to come out. But if you feel as though you're re-gripping, you could be putting too much pressure. Now, I put a marker on this as sort of 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of pressure, and you'll be able to achieve that once that club's in the fingers. Now, before we talk about the tee trick, I've actually started testing this. So as you know with Cobra and most of the brands, they have sort of different variations. This is the bigger head and the more forgiving head, because we've got the weight further back and the weight towards the heel. So basically helping you square up that ball flight if you are a bit of a slicer. Okay, let me know what you think of that. I don't know what I'm going to expect. I'm expecting it to go high. Stick around for that bit. Okay, we've got it in the fingers, and I'm going to place this tee just under that meaty part of my hand, just here. Now, I want you to just make some practice swings. I don't want you to take any shots away with that there. Just keeping some constant pressure on that tee peg. I don't want you to swing at the top of the backswing and get the tee peg to fall out. I want you to keep that pressure constant throughout. Keep it constant, and you're going to learn to keep a steady grip pressure. You're going to learn to keep control of that golf club a lot better. And you know what? Keep control of the grip, keeps control of your club face, and you're more likely to smash that ball where you want it. Whew. That was nice. It definitely looks a lot more forgiving with that bigger head. Okay, so there you go, Lee. Hopefully for you and who anybody else is struggling with their grip, we've got you sorted. But remember, this channel is powered by you. I wouldn't want you to recommend or ask for a tip and not see it. So make sure you subscribe, and make sure if you're already subscribed, you're turning on that bell to not miss your tip request.